Assalamu alaikum. This video is made to help you connect to the Quran this Ramzan and inshallah continuing on after that as well. First of all, before you open the Quran, make dua. Ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to fill your heart with light and knowledge. Recite Durud Sharif and remember your noble messenger who strived so hard to bring this message. Say Shukr Allah for the blessing and honor of receiving this gift in your hands. If you read in Arabic, that's great, but really try to make a point of reading the translation as well. There's a wealth of knowledge and riches in teachings that you can gain from actually knowing what Allah is saying to you. Just imagine for a second if you've got a dear friend who you love very much and has sent you a letter in a different language. Wouldn't you do whatever you can to understand what it says? Well, we're lucky we've got easy access to translations of the Quran. You can even use your iPad and use the Qur'an apps and try and really understand what's being said to you. Be conscious and mindful as you read. Fill your heart with the knowledge that you're reciting the exact same words recited by our beloved Prophet. Be attentive. I know that there's this rush to complete the Quran in Ramzan, and it's a good thing to try and complete it within a month, and I understand that, but it's probably going to be of more value if you take the time to reflect upon what you're reading. And with that in mind, have a separate notebook, Word document, or on your laptop, anywhere you want, to write down some of the following as you read. Firstly, chapter title, then a brief summary of what you've read. Then the key themes, so what kind of key themes are coming up? Is the chapter about forgiveness? Is it about a warning of some sort? What key themes are recurring in it? And then pull out some of your favourite quotes. This is good because it helps you kind of gain a deeper insight into the chapter. This really helps you slow down and connect with it and to build that relationship. And then finally, a little bit at the end, reflection and implementation. What can you take from this chapter to actually apply to your day-to-day life? That's a really important part. Because remember, the Quran is a practical instruction guide for us, and its teachings are to improve the quality of our daily lives. One of my favourite things to do, which I highly recommend, is to learn and recite quotes that touch your heart. It helps your connection with the Quran and with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And in those moments when, it's just kind of you driving somewhere, obviously not right now, but generally speaking, or just doing some chores around the house, or just sat nice and relaxed, just recite them, and then you're constantly building that kind of connection. Each of us is walking a different path, and so inevitably the verses that we connect with will vary, and that's fine because it'll also vary within different times of our lives. But if we do this regularly, it will really help increase that connection. Finally, once you've finished reading, thank Allah again, read Durud Sharif once again, and consciously be thankful for the gift in your hands. One quote that I read, and it was just somewhere on Pinterest one day, and it really changed a lot of things for me, was if there's dust on your Quran, don't be worried about the dust on the Quran, be worried about the state of your heart and soul. And that's really true. As much as it's easy and accessible to read on tablets and phones, etc., really try to pick up the Quran and build this connection. And let Ramzan be the start of this connection, and inshallah let it continue for the rest of our lives. I hope you find these tips useful, and Ramzan Kareem.